Hi and welcome back. In this video we're going to look at how to return some more information by adding another endpoint and making it give us something back. In this section we're going to be building a posts application, like a blogging app, but simpler. It's just going to store posts that we write, and we're going to be able to access different posts by using endpoints. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create some test data, just because we're going to start by being able to read posts, and then we're going to look at writing posts afterwards. In order to be able to read a post, of course, we need some posts in order to be able to read them. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do something like this. Just typing it out. What you've got here is posts variable is a global variable, and it is a dictionary. A dictionary which maps 0 to content. Okay. Now, this 0 here is the post ID. That's a unique identifier for each post. Because we only have one post, that's going to start at 0, but then it's going to go up to 1 and then 2 and so forth as we add more posts. In this video though, we're only going to be able to read this post. In order to do that, we are going to create another endpoint. And in this endpoint, we're going to do app.route or root. I never know how to say that. Int post ID there. What this is doing now is this is going to define another route, and it's going to associate it with this function here. But as you can see, there's a bit of a strange bit of syntax here. These crocodile clips, this int, and the colon, and post ID. What this is going to do is this will be replaced by an integer, a number, which is the post ID. So for example, when a user sends a request and they try to access /post/0, this 0 will replace this entire thing. This is some Flask unique syntax which will allow the 0 to replace this entire thing, and then post ID will be passed to our function as post ID, and that parameter there. Now we'll have access to post ID inside the function in order to retrieve it from our dictionary. If we wanted to retrieve this post from the dictionary, all we have to do is posts.get post ID. We've seen this sort of syntax before. All it does is it tries to get from the dictionary something with this key, and if it fails, it will return none. Okay, so all we're doing is getting, for example, post ID 0 from this dictionary, which is going to give us this other dictionary, and that is going to go into post. Then we can return a more complex string, like for example, post title. Content is going to be post content. Something like this. Nothing terribly complicated. All that's happening here is we're retrieving the post from our dictionary, and then we're returning a string that contains the title and the content, just so somebody that requests it can read the post. Once again, and you should get accustomed to doing this when you're developing larger applications, as we're going to be doing in this section, make sure to press play and test it out. So all we have to do is go over back to Chrome, run the application. As you can see, nothing changes with the hello world, but now we can access post 0. And there you have some extra content. Post hello world, and the content is, this is my first blog post. What we've learned now is how to use this in-memory database, this dictionary here that's acting as an in-memory database, and return some content through a browser to a user. You can see how if we put this out there in a server that a lot of people could access, they could all now access this address by using their computers all over the internet. Of course, returning this simple string and also just having a single post inside our code is not terribly useful. If we add in a database though, and we add the ability to create new posts, suddenly this becomes a lot more useful. That's it for this video. I just wanted to show you how to return existing information. We're going to look at how we can style this a little bit better by using HTML in the next video. I'll see you there.